Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to the A through Z playthrough. In today's video, we're taking a look at Cassia. No, we didn't skip the Butcher, because the Butcher should be down here with the T's. Just like the Lost Vikings. Okay, I'm glad we got that out of the way. So, Cassia is a character that was added into the Nexus. I don't know why I never moved my notes before we started. She was added into the Nexus on April 4th, 2017. She was teased along with Genji and I believed... Wait, no, she came out after the 2.0 release. Genji was the 2.0 hero, right? Because they wanted the Overwatch people to come play heroes again. She was really strong back then, and I think she's really strong right now as well. She's seeing a little bit of a resurgence since Phoenix was added to the game, since Jim Raynor was buffed. She is coming back up in popularity. I've always thought she was really fucking strong. In my opinion, one of the best batteries for Ariel if you're trying to fund her energy. There's also really good synergy here because Cassia is able to deal critical hit damage to anyone that is blinded. So if you pair up a Johanna and an Ariel with a Cassia, or a Lily with a Cassia, or a Sleep Dart build Ana, I mean, the list can go on a little bit more. It just empowers her damage so much more, and it's absolutely crazy. She also has a built-in passive that gives her physical armor when she's moving. So, is that Jim Raynor over there giving you too much trouble? Well, why don't you just walk away from them? Now, that was nerfed, and we'll talk about that a little in today's video, but Cassia really is one of my most favorite characters. I've enjoyed playing her since she was released. I'm surprised I don't have her at a higher level, because every time I play her, I really have a good time. Hopefully, that is the case today, too.
The wait is over.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find
You're beautiful, it's true.
Thank you. We find ourselves on the Cursed Hollows today. We are going to go with Charged Strikes. Activate to increase basic attack damage by 20% and cause basic attacks against non-structures. That is very important. To bounce to nearby enemies for the next 8 seconds. In that time, you're able to get maybe 9 auto attacks off if you don't have to move too much, so it can be quite effective, can be quite good. The friendly team is Cassia, Illidan, Genji, AFK Zagara, never mind, she's moving in Lucio. The enemy team, Thrall, Trunda, Azmodan, Phoenix, and Mephisto. We got a viewer. We're getting stream snipe! So a lot of Cassia's survivability doesn't really come into play until later on. Kind of hope we focus the same target here, though. I went in really aggressive, thinking that, you know, Illidan would also want to go in really aggressive. I guess I've learned my lesson. But Cassia can deal a fucked up amount of damage really quickly, especially if you're able to land your Blinding Light. Blinding Light is your W ability. It's a skill shot blind.
Yes.
Has a radius this big, the center circle there. And it is capable of not only stopping the enemy team from dealing a significant amount of damage, but empowering your own damage significantly as well.
I am the Queen's spear.
If I ever just shut the fuck up, it's because I have to focus. I think Cassia is really mechanically intensive once you really dive into the character, because you have to micro your character pretty perfectly to get value out of her. At the end of the day, she's mostly just an auto attack character. So you need to make sure that you're getting as many auto attacks as humanly possible. Humanly possible. Yeah, that's the word. So, we missed our blind there. That's a really big problem. But as I'm kiting away from Thrall, you can see that I'm able to cleave damage onto Azmodan as well, which adds up quite a bit. And when these guys engage, we're able to re-engage really hard, which I've always thought is a really fun playstyle. Really fulfilling as well. I mean, it makes me feel like I'm doing really good work every time I jump in. and deal a bunch of damage. Deal a bunch of counter engage damage.
Agreed.
Ring of the Leech coming into play here, and this one is huge for Cassia. In fact, I think this is a mandatory talent to the point that she either needs to have it removed or added into her baseline kit because, quite frankly, it's just too strong. Tyrande is running up. We are going to chase her back to the best of our ability. Easy kill. Looks like Lucio was run off, but that's okay. As long as he doesn't get dunked, then we're totally fine. We're going to be making our way up to the top lane to try to get this first objective. They don't have our healer, so that should be a pretty big buff for us. Now that Azmodan's rotating up, I actually just want to body block him here if I can. Illidan engaging, so we're not going to be able to. Mephisto potentially diving in versus Zagara here, so we're just going to try to focus him back, force him to leave. Go. There we go.
Never duel an Amazon.
Her engage is really fun. She feels like a really sticky character. I really, really like Cassia. Oh, we're all moving in. We dodged it, though. I don't think Lucio's going to be able to help me get out of there. Do we finally get the channel? We're having a really hard time with this. Genji showing up to the fight. Is he going to be able to get the reset on Thrall? Looks like he's a little too far away now. Illidan on the back line is going to be taken down by Tyrande. Zagara completely out of mana, but she does have enough to help take down the enemy team's Azmodan. Now our team looking really low, getting zoned out of here slowly but surely. Zagara going back for the sippy cup. Is it going to be soon enough to actually interrupt this? The roaches fall just in time. Let's go, team. I'm coming back in. I'm coming back in. We have charged strikes, and I'm ready to fucking use it. Just from the charged strikes alone, we forced out the enemy team's Tyrande. We have the movement speed increase from Lucio now, and I'm gonna fucking use it. And I'm gonna fucking use it!
Strike with fury.
Are you blinded, buddy? Are you healing me every time I attack you? Is my auto attack now increased by fucking 20% because for some reason that's a balanced talent? It looks like it is. And with that, we're able to secure the first objective of the game. We're now going to pick up Surge of Light, which is going to allow us to activate our avoidance talent to deal damage around us whenever avoidance absorbs damage. Avoidance, once again, is our trait. Whenever we're moving, we gain physical armor. So, in the middle of a team fight, if we need to... Look at our damage. Look at our fucking damage. Cassia's amazing!
Hey, I gotta go.
So good. So good. I totally forgot what I was saying. So, avoidance has been nerfed. When all of the warriors that we've been talking about, Johanna, Arthas, Anubarak, when all of those guys lost their passive armor bonuses, so did Cassia to an extent. Now, she didn't lose it all the way, but she did lose a fair amount of it. Gonna turn on charge strikes here. Look at that. Look at that, boys. I feel like the A through Z just reminds me every year that the characters I'm really good at, I'm really fucking good at them. And then the ones I never play, I just feel like I'm in a constant state of panic all of the time. But, to go along with that nerf, Cassia did gain a little bit of health, but lost some health regen as well. So her avoidance used to be something like 90%. It was a massive, massive, massive amount. But it was nerfed down to 60 to kind of compensate and just make it so there's less armor in the game in general, I think. Her charge strikes used to be able to proc off of buildings. So if you were ever in a situation like this and you were trying to zone the enemy team back, you're not going to win this, baby girl. You're not going to win this. You need to leave. You need to leave. I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you. Wait, what happened there? Oh, he went back to his body. What a fucking monster. What a fucking monster this character is.
Agreed.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Cassia! She's always been overpowered. I've been telling you for fucking months. For months. No one believed me. Then all of a sudden, Jim Raynor gets changes. Oh, well, maybe we should pick up Cassia. She has a blind. Blinds are good, right?
Keep up the fight.
We did go with Valkyrie in this particular game. Valkyrie is a talent that has been bugged for quite some time, but recently has been getting the fixes that it needs. So what was happening with Valkyrie was if you used it on a target and that target hit terrain, the stun from Valkyrie would just go away. If you used it on a target and then you backed up to go the other way, Valkyrie wouldn't pull the target. It just wouldn't do shit. Now, I really enjoy Valkyrie, but I don't necessarily think it's the go-to in every situation. I do feel as though our other option, the lightning ball, is really good, especially... Not saying that this is a bad thing, but let's say you're a player that's in silver or bronze or maybe diamond, or not diamond, or maybe gold, and people don't necessarily spread out as much, then all of a sudden, lightning ball could be really, 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 really good. Kind of like how Kael'thas living bomb builds fall off in the higher ranks for that same reason. You know, that's all it is. That's all it is. If you want to keep chasing, I'll fucking kill you. Our team does need to be a little careful here. We're going to go for a slow on our Q. No, we're going to reduce the cooldown on our Q instead. Thrall moving in right here. He's not going to make it out.
Thanks for
Shard
doing
Strikes
these
is on.
videos.
Valkyrie! It's kind of awkward for him. I feel so powerful on Cassia. I feel like I could conquer the goddamn world on Cassia.
We will survive.
Nice. Stun. I'm going to get a full fend off because of that. Charge Strike's on. Look at that.
Good riddance.
Also, don't be afraid to just use your E as a gap closer there. Like, I used Fend to dive forward, but I wasn't actually intending on getting the full duration out of Fend there at all. I was simply trying to make it so when, you know, I wanted to keep up with Tyrande, so we used Fend to get there. Kind of like the Artana swap mentality of you don't always have to swap someone across the screen to have a good swap. You could just, hey, I want to fight you, so I'm going to do that. We do see Mephisto running forward here. The bro shield being used. I probably should have gone after Mephisto in that scenario, to be honest with you. Just a little out of range for the Valkyrie, but you know what? It's only a minute cooldown, so I don't feel too bad about using it. The next objective's coming up here in just a moment, and I'm going to try to position for that. We could cut these guys off as well. Force them in a little bit more. It looks like they rotated up to the top lane, though. Oh, we see Mephisto. We see Phoenix.
Those who prepare endure. I am queen of fear. Exceptional burn.
Oh! The Maw! It separated me! I mean, I was probably dead anyway, just to be honest, but... What's up with Zagara's taking Maw lately? I've seen so many Maw Zagara. Was it buffed?
Tribute or face my curse.
Did I just not see the buff?
Simple.
Uh-oh, she decided to go back in momentarily. That's a little scary. It looks like the friendly team is going to be able to disengage. She needs to keep running, though. Yeah, that's her own fault. That's not your fault, Lucio. Don't feel too bad about that. Don't feel too bad about that. Looks like the enemy team is going to get their first objective here, and you know what? That's totally fine. We've done 47,000 damage. In comparison, the second highest person on our team is Genji with 31,000, and the second highest person on the enemy team is Mephisto with 27,000. We are destroying this game. I'm going to try to get this camp pushing. Level 16 has been unlocked. Let's see. We're going to go with Lightning Fury Pierces, I think.
Yes, agreed.
Oh, well, Cassia agrees with me, so we better pick it up. And we're just going to use this to poke down the enemy team as much as we can. Looks like the boss Good bro shield is about to be contested. Let's go ahead and pull someone off of that, shall we? Can I get in range for Fend? No Fend. Body block him! Get in front of him! Get in front of him! It's okay.
Make haste.
Brew shield.
I'm gonna try to break him out. I don't think he wants to be broken out. Obviously, I shouldn't have done that, but it was still fun. If Dylan wanted to go in that hard, I wanted to go with him. There is an objective coming up at the top of the map. We have this this keep down really, really low. The boss still pushing down in the bottom lane with the objective that we took over, or with the mercenary camp that we took over as well. Looks like we are going to be able to grab the top objective with Lucio and Zagara in the area, keeping Mephisto at bay. Lucio can actually kill Mephisto pretty easily. I wish I was kidding. All he has to do is stand next to him, especially if he has hardstyle, which he does not. Oh, okay. Just stick to a wall. Chase him down. I was doing that a ton at Gamescom. It's kind of fun. Friendly team wanted to take over this mercenary camp here. We will help them do just that. And also, I'm going to focus and make sure we're making good plays. I don't want to throw in the late game here. I've been having a good time this match. I've been going in and doing Cassia shit, but I want to make sure that that good time continues. Let's go ahead and pull him back. Charge strikes on. Unfortunately, I was out of that bro shield. I hate these Maws. These Maws are just moving people either out of position for shit that I'm trying to land, or giving them pure safety for no reason. Looks like we are going to come out on positively here, unless Illidan dies to the tower, which he did. Can Genji grab this kill? Looks like he cannot. The objective is coming up here in 11 seconds. We're dead for the next 23, though. Zagara pushing the top lane. Remember, she doesn't have Nidus, so she can't join our team quickly or anything, but she is going to deal with that camp as fast as possible. We do only have a 1-level lead right now. And Asmodean might be able to interrupt this. Looks like it's going to be Phoenix jumping in here. Genji E-ing forward. The dunk coming in. These guys aren't looking too healthy all of a sudden. Bro shield on cooldown for 20 more seconds, so it looks like we're going to have to just disengage here. Zagara disagreeing, dropping the roaches. That is going to interrupt them for a little while, unless Asmodean goes in for the dunk like that. So I don't think we should overextend or anything here. We're just giving them free kills at this point, it looks like. I kind of want to jump in and see what I can do, but it's not the right play. So let's leave. Let's just leave. Ain't no thing. I'm going to take over this camp one more time. So our Q pierces, and it has a lower cooldown if it hits a target now. There is a build for Cassia that's solely focused on just poking with her Q, poking with her spear. And that's a totally valid way to play. I just really enjoy getting in there and trying to deal as much damage as I possibly fucking can. Middle lane getting pushed by the enemy team. We are down one person. We're 2 levels up, though. We do need to make sure that they're not taking our boss, which it looks like they are now. So let's go. He has vision on Mephisto, and he's just going right in. He's by himself, though. Unfortunately for the enemy team, this is where I fucking shine. You guys want to stack up on 1 point and attack me so I can pop avoidance? Okay. I'm fine with that. Yeah, go right the fuck ahead. That's fine with me. I'm going to try to push the top lane as much as I can. Zagara is heading down for the objective right now. I want this camp to help us push the core if possible. So we're going to blind it so I can crit it a little bit faster.
I am the queen.
Okay.
Fear.
All right, let's go.
Exceptionally done.
We are gonna go for.
Let your enemies.
Okay, this is kind of a weird tier for Cassia. We're gonna go for Imprisoning Light, which is gonna make our. I'm also gonna pop our charged attacks here, just because I want to deal more damage to the core. It's a 20% attack increase, so we want to use it.
The oracles have foreseen.
I don't think they can recover at this point. There we go. So her level 20 tier, she has a talent that allows her to ignore armor on her auto attacks, which was good when she was released because, like we've been talking about, so many tanks had armor. So it was a way of just kind of getting through that. The only warrior that has armor at this point is what? ETC when he uses an ability, Arthas when he uses a talent, and Murden when he jumps. Does Nubrak get armor when he burrows? I don't think so. Diablo when he charges with the right build, and then Garrosh all the time. So it's like very niche situations that you actually need that in now, where before it used to be applicable to just about every match. So I kind of expect that to get tweaks in the next year. I kind of expect that to change. But great character. Even not playing well, I managed to pump out 70,000 damage in that match. Oh, I love Cassia. She's so good. Now, as far as build variety, she does have a lightning build and then this build, and that's about it as far as I'm concerned. So do yourself a favor. How much fun did you have in that last match? Yeah. Yeah. Do yourself a favor. Try out this build. It's really, really fun. And don't be afraid to pick up the lightning ball thing. That can be really good, too. That can be really good, too. I just like Valkyrie. It's fun. Makes me feel like I'm playing Stitches again. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We're going to be heading over to Chen in the next video. Okay. See you guys then. Okay, bye.